Hi everybody, welcome to this video. This is Place for Plushies and I'm here with another great item which I would like to make a video about. This is a remote control Titanic model, and it's not in an item I have a lot of experience with, so I wasn't quite sure about making this video in the first place. I'm gonna try doing it. It's a bit of a delicate thing to do, but we're gonna try anyway. I can't really promise you I'm gonna show you how it works because I don't really have facilities with water right now I can let her go in, but I'm just gonna show you the box, her unboxing, and maybe later I can show you how she floats, but I don't know yet, so it's a bit of a delicate thing. Also, I don't really have much experience with these items, like I might have said already. So, well, I'm just gonna show you whatever I can show you, and that will be it. So, we're gonna have a look at the box first. So, this is a big model. This is a bit of plastic, yeah, you know, one of those window boxes. It's really sturdy plastic, actually. And here are some facts. So, her length, how wide she is. I don't know what that is. I don't really know, but it has a bit of technology, so I suppose it shows a few markings or a few details that are supposed to be exposed on the box. The scale, and here you have some features that actually shows what she has. So I'm just gonna let you read this. Because for me, watching it from my screen is really hard to read. Maybe later when I put it on YouTube I'll see it more clear. But so you have deck illumination, remote controlled. She has little engines. What the motors are made of, propellers, whatever. And here you have some more features. Like I said, I can't really exactly explain everything I see right now. Indeed, illumination. There you go. So, there are a few things that I can show you in this video. Some others might make it really hard, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to show you this item. On top of the box, you actually have a beautiful picture of Titanic at dusk, and there you have the whole story of the ship. And you have the title of the item. I don't know exactly what the brand was. It comes from China, actually. I'm gonna try it because this box is really voluminous. It is really big. I'm gonna try. Turn it over. So this is what's inside. It also comes with remote control. Even have a lot of detail here up. Oh, this is great. Does she have a... Oh, she has the American flag too. Hey, where's the White Star Line flag? Seriously. Forgot about that. And here you have all the features in a list. But that is just quite obvious. That's what you will see on the box when you get it. But seeing this video, maybe you actually get a better picture on what you're actually getting. And I wasn't quite sure at first what this item would be. People have been saying some good things about this. Oh, I love her yellow lining. Apparently she has a little, oh, help me. She has some little part to make her lean on, to expose her. I just can't find the word, sorry. She has a bit of a little piece to sustain her. And there you go. So I'm gonna try opening the box. Look, some more to see. So, I don't really know what that exactly is right now. But she has like lighting up funnels. And just exploring this box is like Oh, she has little buttons. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this is sweet. So I have to find out. She actually came with batteries. But I suppose there are a lot of explanations inside. So I'm gonna just turn everything back and have a look at her inside. So cut the tapes and open the box from the side, like this. So you can actually pull her out, pulling her like this. The whole box will move, but that's just to show you. The whole thing will come out if you just hold it like this. So when you open the box, this is what you're gonna see. Everything seems to be well put together in a big stiff foam mold. The remote control is here. Got some batteries here and also the structure for sustaining the model. And here is the big one. So this is what she looks like. So she has great detailing. I'm gonna show you this from closer because if I have to hold the ship while recording, it's gonna be really hard. Actually, I'm gonna start here, but by the hull, you can actually see all the kind of little details that you have on the hull. What I don't actually know is if I have to remove the tape here, or is it normal that it just stays there. It looks like tape, but I don't know if it has to be removed, so I still have to find out. You have the decks. I think it's missing a lifeboat. Oh, there it is. And those little ropes seem to be iron ropes. They seem to be holding quite well. We have the little wires here. See. So there are a few parts on this model that still are very fragile. So be careful with that. Also here, the mast, for example. You can have some ropes attached. So I suppose if it's not exposed, just put it back in its box. Here you go. I'm just gonna show you the decks. Everything that is good plastic. But like I said, I don't really know exactly how to describe what I see because I'm not really used to do this. And the funnels look really great. They have a bright yellow color. There you go. So it's a very detailed reproduction of the model or the ship. I don't know exactly how accurate it is. Some people might tell you. I'm afraid I'm not that into details. I love details, but I can't really tell you how accurate it is at this point. So I suppose you just have to find out for yourself. I kind of really like it, definitely. So this is what it looks like. This is what the front looks like. I'm going to show you. Go. So somebody has been telling me certainly not to break or damage the propellers because they're right there, and they actually are necessary for the ship to move. So if you want your ship to be remote controlled, just don't damage anything. Because it's a beautiful piece, but it is a bit of fragile on some parts. Like here, but I really love the details. Like here. And indeed here, for example. See? Yeah. Of course, she comes with a bit of instructions. I just found this in the box. So I'm just going to show you quickly what you're getting in there. I suppose it just explains everything you need to know. With the explanation, the remote control, how things work. I have to read that for myself quietly. Let's see how she works. But you're not entirely left behind. So there you go. And I suppose once I could actually go through all of this information, I would be much more able to explain everything. So it's not a very long instruction. It's just a little papers. There you go. I've been trying to remove her from the box, but I don't really manage for now. Besides what I'm gonna do when I'm actually holding her, so she might not actually have a stable... She has a keel, of course. This is the remote control. Just gonna show you. So here it is. This is a little wheel, and all the buttons and all the keys are here. On, off. And I suppose maybe those lights show if it's on or off. But right now nothing contains batteries, so nothing's gonna work either. But I'm gonna have a closer look with my glasses because it's a little small for me to read. Apparently this is the place where you have to put in the batteries. So for now it's quite logic. Never really had a remote control anything, to be honest, so still finding out myself how things work. So under the box I found these, and I suppose they are attachments to the ship. Make sure it stays in place. So I will try to have these detached. And here she is, finally. Now it took me a long while to have her removed from the box because I had no idea how to do this. And I suppose actually I could actually just remove these pieces. I have no idea what they're used for. Maybe they're just attachments. Somebody tell me, because I even looked up the info on YouTube, but I didn't really manage to find someone who actually had this problem too. It looks like there were tiny little screws in there that were inserted or just screwed into the ship, so yeah, it's a bit weird. Now this is not the most accurate Titanic model. This is just some sort of toy, mostly meant for adults, I suppose. But it's just a fun thing to do. But if you're really a Titanic fan and you know every detail about her, this might not be the most pleasing toy personally. Also here, I thought I had to remove this tape, but apparently it's just something that is, yeah, the yellow lining is just put on like this, with this messy tape coming over one of the decks. So it's kind of weird, but there you go. I wasn't quite sure purchasing this model at first because when she's here, what are you gonna do? And then I had this problem, and yeah, well, and what's the next step? I'm kind of all the time, I'm always kind of impressed by her serene size. So yeah, when you actually get this, yeah, you end up like, what am I gonna do with it? But I can't wait to actually see her on water. I suppose she's not supposed to sink, so if you see she sinks, just get her out, because I don't know if this model is actually fully waterproof. Since there's light in there, there might be some problems actually. I suppose there might be, so yeah. But I'm really glad I received her today. Very excited about this. But it's just I was quite a little bit unsure because I'm not really used to this models. I'm gonna show you a little bit what she looks like, so not much detail. I'm gonna turn her over carefully. So those attachments were here, you'll see here, and here somewhere. And I just hope she doesn't need those plastic little pieces to float, but I suppose she doesn't. Maybe that's just the way she was attached in the box properly. Apparently we should really take good care of those propellers because they're not supposed to get damaged. They'll probably turn once you actually have the ship under remote control. This turns too, to give the ship directions. And this is what the hull looks like. I really like the purple wine colored floating line here. There you go. He's quite heavy too. And apparently the ship's batteries come in here. Somewhere here between the funnels. You might actually see it. There it is. See? So, and I suppose when you put the ship's batteries in, which I'm not going to do right now. She might light up and power her little engines. And here is a button for the light, which is not going to work right now. If I actually manage to have her work, and actually thinking about it, I might just see if I can make a little addition to the video. Because we are still in March, and I don't think I would have a nearby opportunity to make her float a little bit. Also, just gotta be really careful with her. I don't really know how stable she would be on the water, so. And I'm going to try her out on water in the bathtub, see if she floats properly. And I will probably wait till I take my bath and then use the water to make her float and see if things work out well. So there you go. This is the little shippy. I don't have an antenna. They talk about an antenna in the instructions. I don't have one. But apparently, if you want to recharge the batteries, you can do it with USB. You just connect these two, and then you can charge the batteries up. The good thing with rechargeable batteries is that they discharge themselves. They just after a while the power just is out. They run out of power by themselves, which might be a little safer. For now, I don't really know if I'm supposed to pack this out, but this is not something I'm gonna do right now. I just wanted to find out what she looks like, and because right now I can't really use the model, and I don't really have some water to test. So maybe I might just do another video in which I can actually do this. But for now, I think this is going to be it. So, real big heavy model. For now, I think I'm just gonna put her back in her box. I just wanted to find out the basics about how to power this one, where to put the batteries. I can imagine my dad would like to play with her too. But I'm gonna be really careful because I don't want it to sink. And yeah. I just hope I didn't really make a mistake removing these. Because it was a pain in the ass to do. I think I even messed up the foam of the packaging just to have it removed. So there you go. Oh, my finger is so heavy. So, good morning everybody. After a good night of sleep, I decided to pull out my ship again and have a closer look at her features again. Because this time I decided to insert the batteries necessary to have her moving. So, the yellow pack you saw yesterday, the 6-pack of batteries, is inserted in here. You might have seen that I touched it. So I just open this up with a screwdriver, insert the batteries. They actually go in pretty easy, and plug them in to the little wire that is actually connected to the ship. So it's actually explainable here. I followed the instructions too. It's quite clear. And when it comes to the remote or the receiver, it actually takes batteries in here. So just the same, open up with a screwdriver and put some 3AA batteries in there. And if everything is okay, it should react as shown. Hold on a sec. So you have the on-off button here. Now you see that they light up. For now, I'm still working on the remote control features. I don't know exactly. I suppose if I operate it now, it will just make the ship move. But for now, let's not do this because she's kind of stuck on my bed and next to Kermit's butt. So, but now you have the lights functioning. So both take batteries, of course. And this is actually how the light functions. Oh, this is awesome. I love this feature. So I know on camera it looks quite orange, but when I actually have a look at it, it looks more like red in the funnels. The promenades seem to have little yellow lights behind them, maybe next to the portholes or the windows. They look like portholes on this model, but they are supposed to be a little larger, I suppose. So that is what the light look like. I would like to have her tested, but the only thing I can actually use for testing is the bathtub. So I might just try that, see if she floats well. I still have to do this. So this is, yeah, what I discovered in this part of the video. There you go, she floats. So I've been doing a little failed test tomorrow, which I recorded, but I cancelled it. So just because I was trying to test the remote control, and my conclusion was that there was a problem with the power. And indeed, it says in the instructions everywhere that you shouldn't keep the you shouldn't keep the batteries charged. So the item would have probably come with empty batteries. So I charged them, and now I think we do have a bit of a result. You're really tickling my feet there. She's with her propellers on my feeties. So the light is even more intense now because I still have to work out how the remote control works, which is never supposed to be wet, so never drop it in water. I don't really know how the trims work. See, now the power light is full on. And let's see what happens. I kind of imagine I have to remove my feet. See? Here she goes. And now let's see what she does. She's going backwards now. But I know. Only problem is make sure this model never sinks, because if she does, she might be completely broken. There you go. I know this is a poor place to test. This is the only place I can fill up with water for now. Maybe I can look for a good puddle. So. See? The only problem is, so she actually goes like this because she can't go straight, but so what they say is that you have to, oh, careful, make sure she doesn't capsize. So this is a model you should be really careful with, make sure she never capsizes. So don't operate this model in heavy waters, or like the beach, or anything like that, because you can imagine this ship might not be the most stable one in water, and so I'm going to show you how deep she reaches. Maybe that's interesting to see. Look. It can be... I just filled the bathtub just enough to make her float, to actually experience her floating, but I'm not sure if this is really a good, stable way of floating. I don't really know exactly. Oh, there you go. Oh, let's go once again. Let's see. What is she doing here behind her? Okay, she's got all her propellers. There's my foot right there. There you go. She does. suppose you just have to push more than enough then to make her go straight. And let's go backwards now. See? Yeah, but of course she's coming against the sides of the tub. There you go. So that way you can actually see her work a little bit. I'm sure I can make better videos in summer when the swimming pool's there. But for now, this is all I can show. I am trying to find out what exactly is the trim, and I still have to see where it works. So first, to make it change direction, you have to push the button to make it go straight or backwards, and then you have to just press one of these buttons and keep it pressed so that her little element here, her little trim set, can just turn. And that's actually really working really well. With one hand it will be hard to do, but it's something that I still have to study, how she turns, how can she turn pretty well. And the problem is that in this tub it's going to be really hard to make her do a good turn, so actually she won't even manage. But when you push this, or you pull it to make her go front or go back, and you actually have to press these. I don't really know exactly which direction the action, but as is the way she will probably change directions. There is no other way. She just has to point her trim set down there in a certain direction, and these buttons are of course the keys for that, except that you have to keep them pressed when the ship is actually going forward.